Hey guys, welcome to Recomboot. I'm Basil. This is an HTC Desire 500. The Desire 500 is the latest mid-ranger from HTC, packing a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 processor. Mid-range means you're going to get mid-range specs such as a 4.3-inch QHD display. It's not the sharpest out there with a PPI of 216, but it looks perfectly bright on first impression, and as you can see is responsive to the touch. On the face, you've got two capacitive buttons below the display, a front-facing camera, and up at the top you've got a 3.5mm jack and a power button. On the reverse is that 8-megapixel camera and a flash. It's an old-school 8-megapixel camera, so you don't get the ultra pixels of the HTC one. If we're taking the back cover off, we can see the whole of the back envelops the body of the phone very, very protectively. We assume this means you're going to get some NFC on board, and on the reverse we can see you've got a micro SIM slot and a micro SD card slot for expandable storage. So we can just slide that back in there and talk you through the screen. 4.3 inches QHD. It's not going to blow any minds. Hopefully the camera will focus and you can get a better idea of what that means. Let's pan across. See, it looks pretty decent nonetheless for a mid-ranger. Looking inside the UI, and you've got HTC Sense 5. Sense 5 was first introduced on the HTC One. This means you've got really cool things like Bling Feed. Well, I say cool, not everyone loves Bling Feed, but it's going to aggregate your news feeds and social media and just stream them into one of your home pages. We can take a look at the applications tray, and you can see you've got a variable number of apps available. You can view it 3x4 or 4x4. This is really clean way of interacting with your Android phone, and we really do like Sense 5, especially by comparison to busier user interfaces like Samsung's TouchWiz. Sense 5 also packs ImageSense, HTC's take on camera interfaces. You haven't got HTC Zoe on board, so you can't record that burst mode plus a video clip. But what you can do is you can do video highlights. So any videos or photos that we take can be aggregated into a single clip coupled with music and a very elegant filter. If we take a look at the key options on here, we can see HDR, sweep panorama, anti-shake, all the key features are present. So off the bat, that's a pretty good start for a mid-ranger. This is a pre-production version, so we won't be taking any photos on it, but you get an idea for what to expect from the camera experience at the very least. Internally, as we said, we've got a micro SD card. You saw that expandable as we removed the back cover. You've got 4 GB of internal storage, which is pretty measly, we have to admit. And we'd really like to see a lot more, especially if you're into your applications. That's going to be very important to you. In addition, 1.2 gig quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 processor with 1 GB of RAM. That should make for a decent experience aside from that whole memory issue. Certainly the design feels pretty, not the most typical HTC design, definitely not as rich as the HTC One with its all-metal body, but it feels solid for a plastic device. I've been Basil, this has been the HTC Desire 500. If you have any questions about the phone, fire us a comment in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, click like. If you like the channel, click subscribe.